Okay, and here's your jumpers run from Friday. That was a hard line. We had that same line in excellent. No, that was pretty good. Sometimes she does her weaves like no problem. That's pretty nice. Okay, so you and your husband both do this same sort of lead out thing that you do, and he can, I won't say that he needs to stop it now because his dog is a lot greener than yours, but you guys both tend to, you sort of lead out, but then you sort of go back in so you can look at the dog over the jump. And maybe you do that because she has sometimes come around the jump if you don't do that. But she's probably experienced enough now, and you can set her up. You need to be where you need to be, okay? And like this 1, 2, 3, 4, whoops, that wasn't a very good line. This line of jumps right here, it was a pretty straight line, but the handler really needed to be out here. Like you couldn't get stuck behind any of these wings, because if you did that, you were never going to get your dog to that non-wing jump way out there. And plus, most handlers were getting behind by the time their dog got to that jump number 4. So there's 2 things you could have done here. You could have done a longer lead out so that you could be sure that you could get to that jump. Or even if you just, maybe you need to set her over that way just a little bit more so that you can, when you lead out, you pick your line where you're going to run, and it should be hugging these wings, but being able to go in a straight line so you can just drive to that number 4 jump, okay? So you lead out, and then you kind of, see you're already, so now you're coming around the swing just a little bit. I mean, it's not dramatic, but you do have to come around a little bit, the double. And now you're kind of going, you're veering just very slightly in, but that's going to make you have to come back around this wing. And she's also getting farther ahead of you. And when they're ahead of us, they tend to curl into us. And you decelerated there a little bit too. So, yeah, I mean, I probably would have let out a little bit more. And you're also really kind of looking at her the whole time. The whole time she's on this line, you're looking at her. Just look ahead. Look at the next jump, okay? That's going to help get her, show her where to go, and help her drive down this line. And so you're looking at her. Now you look to see where you're going. Now you're looking at her. Now she's ahead of you, and she's going to curl into you. Okay, so if you have a straight line of jumps like that, set yourself up so you can drive to the final one, and don't look at her. It's a straight line. She's going to take it. Okay, she's got enough experience. She's just going to take that. She's going to take what's in front of her. This part was okay. I think it's fine. I remember that. Yeah, I think that's fine. What you did is fine. It's good. And then you do a rear. You kind of pull her over. You get the rear done. It's good. And she gets in the poles. You decelerated before the poles and stuff, which that's fine because it helps her stay a little focused. So this was kind of a tricky part because it's kind of hard to tell on this, but I know that they had to go straight from this jump. Wait, was it to that? Yeah. So she had to go straight to this jump. But what's happening is they're coming from the weaves, and the way they're taking this jump, they're kind of slicing it. So this jump becomes the jump that's more obvious, not this non-winged one that's way out here. So what you needed to do here is right here when she's coming out of the weaves is turn your shoulders into her, okay, which is going to help her turn this way a little bit, and then drive forward. And also your path, it's hard to tell from here, but your path was probably kind of like this. And your path should be really square right in here, okay? So outside arm to help tell her that there's a turn would have helped there. A lot of dogs did that. It was a good trap. Now this part, you got this out of the tunnel. I'm not even going to say anything about it. It was nice. She had no question that you wanted her to take that jump, so that was good. Good job.